want to sit in that restaurant, we should own it. And it was only Walgreens restaurant. Did you know Walgreens had a restaurant a long time ago?
I never knew that.
That's what they were fighting over. Eat that.
I never knew that. Wow.
At restaurant, Walgreens restaurant. That's when we were fighting to sit at that table.
And they fought over just us sitting next to each other.
That's it.
Wow.
But I've been hollering all the time. And it's economic empowerment. Economic. And I've owned, so I know.
What makes you so passionate about working with younger generations? I mean, it's a beautiful thing.
Okay, go back and tell you what I did when I was working for Mr. Shornley. What did I tell you? Who called on the phone?
Oh yes, yeah.
I was working with young people a long time ago.
Yeah.
They're the ones that's picketed downtown in Muskegon to break up the banks and try to get people in. And they did and took them to Detroit to learn the non-profit. I mean the meaning you got to do it another way.
So take a base of something and take out what you need and create your own.
That's it.
Oh man, it's the people, the other entrepreneurs that I've spoken with and talked to don't always see it that way. In a way, I had an individual who wants to open up a clothing store. However, they don't want to open it up within the community. They feel like they should open up where the high-end stores are for Louis Vuitton or Gucci and all of them high-end stores, instead of having it within the community and then having our people come in and work with them in order to grow. This person stated that our people would drag them down. Our people do not have the knowledge or the enthusiasm as others show. And my argument to this person was that how can you judge a person without even giving them a chance?
You're the first men's store that was in the Heights?
No.
It was the same time I was the first female store in the Heights.
First men's store in the Heights.
First men's store. High Style Shop. Was the first black shop.
Is that still there? I think I've seen that building torn down, right?
But they've left the shop where we're trying to think about put up the first high step upscale soul food restaurant and entertainment and all that. But Oliver Hayes was the first. Ask people.
Oliver Hayes.
Oliver Hayes had the High Style Shop, the first men's clothing store. Did good.
Why is
Ciggzree Morse was the first female clothing store.
And you made everything.
My first one business was Cigg's Wigs.
Cigg's Wigs.
I brought wigs in here.
Cigg's Wigs. I like that. That's still catchy. Cigg's Wigs.
Yeah, my name is Ciggzree.
Yeah, Cigg's Wigs. And how did that business turn out when you?
First, when I brought him in, I brought him wholesale. My husband, I came in to some money. And I hadn't been in business before. He said, you can't go into business. You know nothing about business, Ciggzree. Because I was in nursing and stuff before.
Oh, right. Yep, yeah. I remember you telling me that.
Yeah. So I flew to Chicago, had the money and everything, stayed at the Plush Hotel downtown in Chicago, and I went to Chicago Hairdressers. When I went inside, the women said, "May I help you?" I said, "No, I need to talk to the head person in charge." They said, "We can help you." I said, "No, I need to talk to the head person in charge." And I said,
Right.
They said, "Little lady, tell." So he came out and got me. I said, "I'd like to talk to you, please." He said, "Come back to my office." I said, I flew over here because I'd like to become a wholesale distributor for you." He said, "Where are you from, Muskegon?" And he said, "Do you know about hair?" I said, "My mother and my sister were both beauticians."
Right.
And I do my own hair and stuff. I wanted to know about how you do it, how you style them, how you charge
the whole
them,
9 yards, huh?
Yeah. He said, "I'll stay here 2 days. And then after I learn everything, I'll buy everything I need, take it back to Muskegon." He said, "Okay." So they taught me everything I had to do and what I had to have and all that. And I flew back to Muskegon, happy. Someone tell me beauticians are making more money.
Wow.
I said, I'm gonna have a hair good store.
Right.
I'm gonna have an opening at the Holiday Inn. And you women can come and be trained. You can get your own models and everything. And you train everybody.
Wow.
And they went back and called the Cosmetologists Association. So I was overselling wigs and I didn't have no license. I called the Chicago Hairdressers. Chicago Hairdressers said, I said, they after me. He said, "For what?" I said, "Because they said I don't have no cosmetology license." He said, "You don't have none. That's your hair.
Right.
You can do anything you want with your hair. The only thing you can't do is pin pieces in women's hair. But you can show them how they do it." And that's what I did. And the black woman didn't want to do it. So remember I told you I met a person that was a hairstylist when I went to get my real estate license.
Yep. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. That's another one. She introduced me to her friend. She was a cosmetologist. She was white.
And so she
introduced me to her friend and said, "She'll help you, Ciggzree." And she did. I had to go train them how to do it because they didn't know how to do it.
Wow.
Train them how to do it, and they helped me with my hair show.
And it just grew from
Oh, I was so busy.
Wow.
Yeah, I told you I was the first one to work at the gas company.
Yep. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. That's why I had to quit the gas company.
Because you was overwhelmed from just your business alone.
Right.
Oh, man.
My husband and my doctor friend. Our doctor friend.
Right.
Said, "Ciggzree, you gotta quit. You gotta give something up."
You was running yourself to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
So out of all these accomplishments, and I know it's going to be in your book, I feel like you're going to put it in your book. What is one of your favorite accomplishments that you have done in your life?
I haven't really figured it out.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I did a lot of things, but I haven't finished because we haven't finished the fight.
So much more to go.
We haven't finished the fight. I'll be 90 on the 29th of this month.
You don't look nowhere near 90. You move better than I do some days.
Well, I have a problem I never heard of before, and it's fluid in your body, and you have to work the fluid up to your heart. You have to learn how to do it yourself.
Oh, wow.
So right now I'm going through the treatment where they're helping me. But they're going to release me and I have to be on my own. And they explained it to me that you have to do this on your own. You have to move that blood, circulate to your heart.
Right.
So they're going to release me.
Right.
That's my great grandson right there. He's kind of short.
But, okay, I have so much I want to know, but not enough time. What? Okay.
Maybe I talk too much.
No, not even enough.
Patricia's still there, she probably said.
Not even enough. It's just, like, when I was doing my research on you, it was just so much to cover. It just brings up like a rap sheet this long on my computer, and I spent 2 hours reading. I fell asleep in my chair reading, and not only that it uplifted me from the things that I want to do, the
what
plans
did
that
you
I
want
have.
to do?
My goal is to create this platform like I'm doing now, that is for our people, to advertise, to speak out, to show who you are, instead of putting on this, I call it a mask of laughs, and just portraying to these people that really don't care about you. In the generation that I see, in our generation, in our society now, everybody looks the same. Everybody acts the same. And there's no individuality with anything, really. And my platform that I'm creating, I want you to have your own identity. Speak your mind in the interviews. Present to the people how you want to present what you have. Because
is Patricia still over there?
No, ma'am. She's gone.
She left?
Yeah, she went outside.
Because what happens, let me tell you what happens with me. And I'm supposed to let people see what I'm doing. Because what happens, I've done a lot. And I set up things for people. And when I set up for them, they take my information, not to use it where I say use it. Mine is saying, we're going to be on $1 million companies. Ciggzree cannot do it by herself. If I give you a way to do these $1 million companies and you do it for yourself, I figure that's not right.
That's
it's
selfish.
Not right. It's selfish.
Yeah.
I mean, you did it. You took my information. I told you ways to do it. You took my information and said, I'm going with the white people. What happened to the black people that we set this up for?
Right. Exactly.
You come I get angry, and I'll fight you too.
I feel exactly the way you do.
I've been through that. People pick my brain and everything, but they only pick it for themselves. My brain is left for people who are going to work together to build wealth. Because if you build wealth, you can bring
somebody else in and do it.
But if it's all for you, that's who it is. All for you.
And that's what it is.
And that means that you were not thinking like I am. I'm thinking, in what I say all the time, it takes wealth to build. If it takes wealth to build, that means numbers.
Exactly.
That means numbers.
Exactly.
And it's so much needed in this country. It's so much needed. You can build all you want to, Muskegon. That ain't enough. You've got to build so we can help Flint, Detroit,
Grand Rapids, on and on and on.
So mine is, what am I going to do? I ain't going to do nothing till people start changing their ways.
And that's going to be a long time, it seems. Like I feel like it's only a few of us in this world that have that same type of outlook in life.
But if it is, You got a lot of young people want to do stuff, but they don't know how you're going to do it, how the older people are going to accept them. They don't have to accept you.
Right.
You got more energy than me.
That's true. That's true.
You got more energy than me.
Is that I feel like we need exactly what you've given to what you explaining to me right now, but on a broader scale, like in a way of uplifting yourself and having the courage to go out regardless of who's in front of you, what is in front of you. You have to punch through it because you're a perfect example of that. Perfect example of
it. And what helps too, white people call me the only celebrity we got in this town.
You
That's
are.
What white people say.
You are the legend of town. That's what my colleagues and the people that I associate with call you the legend of Muskegon.
And when I told this lady who was writing my book, when Aretha Franklin died, and I met Aretha Franklin in Detroit. She had one of our African Osos. We presented it to her at one of her big gatherings in Detroit. And what happens is, the men start calling me, Aretha Franklin of Muskegon. I said, where y'all get that from?
Aretha Franklin of Muskegon? Yeah. Whoa, okay.
Yeah, I ain't kidding. The men did it. I was going to a funeral and say, here come Aretha Franklin. This city. And I told this woman who was writing my book about it, I was telling her, and she was telling me at the front of the book, so that you didn't do the right. Aretha Franklin just died. She didn't die when she started writing my book.
Right.
She died after I read my book a long time and how I met her and everything. Wow. And her sister Carolyn Franklin. We did Carolyn Franklin's for the Merv Griffin show.
Really? Oh, wow.
We showed the Dr. Jessica Jackson's Black Expo in Chicago. I marched with Dr. Martin Luther King.
I remember you telling me that in Chicago. Yep.
And all the ones who was walking across the bridge.
Have you met Malcolm X? Or did you ever meet Malcolm X?
I met Malcolm X. I went to his gathering in Chicago.
Wow, Miss Ciggzree.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And
at one time I didn't like Malcolm X.
Why didn't
and
you?
Malcolm X and Dr. King almost got together.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. I remember. Yes, they were supposed to get together on the meeting.
They were supposed to get together, and I believe the Muslims killed Malcolm X too, because he was changing
the outlook of what was going on, of right and wrong. Yes, he was Malcolm. In my opinion, Malcolm X was powerful. A powerful man. Very intelligent.
And you had another one, Dr. King.
Yes.
Those two had gotten together.
Man, it would. I think we would have really did a huge impact in our society today if those two would have collaborated.
But mine is I'm getting highly upset of how our people behave, and they think cause I'm old, I don't know how to fight. I don't fight the way everybody fight. I don't fight the way fight. Because I think it's unfair for people to take things and create them just for themselves. Because if you do it right, you have so much money you can share with everybody. And if they are not worth sharing, don't do it. Just crash them out.
On the end note, what is your message to the younger generation? What would your message be if you can get it?
Like I told the young lady I saw who was running the meeting down by the courthouse, I told her to tell your young people that you didn't come to tear down. Like somebody tearing down and blowing up and put fire and stuff. You didn't come to tear down. We came to build up. She said, what do you mean by that? She didn't know what I meant by that. She said, nobody ever talked to me like that. So younger people wanted to hear about that building. She said, and she had tears, and I said, nobody ever talked to me like that. What are you talking about?
And you have to explain to her, break it down to her what it is.
Yeah, it's building up instead of tearing down.
Oh man.
You don't want to fight tearing down. No, no, no. They don't expect you to do that. They don't expect you to say, we're going to buy this whole block.
Man.
Turn it around.
Like, have you heard of Nipsey Hussle?
Huh?
Nipsey Hussle?
What is it about?
Nipsey Hussle was a musician. He was a rapper who out of Crenshaw.
Crenshaw,
yep,
in California.
California.
Yeah, my mother used to live on Crenshaw.
So this man, Lord bless his soul, he's deceased now. Started from the streets, built his own label from the ground up, did everything, ownership, you name it.
That's it.
And bought a strip mall for his people.
That's it.
And started hiring convicts, you name it.
Yeah.
And built it around. It's beautiful. See, Miss Ciggzree, it was beautiful. I mean, it was hundreds, thousands of people just in the parking lot alone in his grand opening. Yeah. Because nobody's ever shown that in our generation before. And he proved it that, oh yeah, we can do this and then some.
Right.
And then some.
You don't be greedy. There's a whole lot of stuff that's needed.
And I feel like that's what I want to do for my people, for everybody. And I thank you for actually helping me and showing me and teaching me the ways that you have created your platform and stuff. Just the bits and pieces that you have taught me and showed me is more than enough. And I want to say thank you for taking this time out of your day. I know you're a busy woman with the books that you're writing, along with the cement company that you're starting up and all the other companies.
My cement person, he's 30-some years old.
He's 30-some years old? How is that going?
He's good.
That's excellent.
He's good. And what happens is people don't know. If you're good, you got some white people that work with you. Because you know how to lay that down, lay that concrete down, run those cement walls and everything.
And it's a partnership. It's a friendship.
And he wants to come with us up under the umbrella, building wealth by construction, real estate, appraising. With appraisal.
Right, because you're a VA fee appraiser and a FHA fee appraiser, correct?
Yep. I have my national designation.
Yeah. Okay.
Because we help expand the airport. We were the appraisers for that.
Yeah. And that's a big job. I've read like some of the guidelines on how to get it. Woo, that is a lot of work.
Yeah. The Lord blessed me with smart people to come in my office. I had some smart people.
Well, you are very intelligent yourself. You're a magnet.
But I didn't do it by myself. I had some smart people come in. That means I didn't have to know it all by myself.
Right.
That's why we could do faster and better in a lot of things. And we got a reputation of being one of the best appraisal firms there was.
That's beautiful, Miss Ciggzree.
Yeah. And some of my people died. They died.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. And my husband was one of them. That's my husband up there. You see,
Yeah.
That man and lady up there,
Mm-hmm.
that's me when I was young, and that's my husband.
I like the mustache. That was the style back
Way
then.
up the top,
Yep.
right there. He's way up the top with me.
What year was that when you took that picture?
Huh?
What year was that when you took that picture?
I don't know. Probably in Muskegon or Waterloo, Iowa.
But thank you for having me. I really am appreciated. I didn't think you was actually going to have the time